Now to our market monitor guest who has stock picks that he thinks could generate 20% returns just the first half of the new year. He is Ross Gerber, CEO and president of his own wealth management firm, Gerber Kawasaki. Ross, always good to see you, my friend. 20% returns. We've gone through 5 years of good returns here, the last 5 years. You think it's going to be harder to come by, so you're being very selective in the new year when you do your stock picking, aren't you?
Correct. Higher, it becomes more of what we call a stock picker's market because it gets harder and harder for the index as a whole to earn higher rates of return because the price-earnings ratio has gotten higher as the market's moved higher.
So, Ross, I'm sure our viewers are salivating, wanting to know what stocks you've chosen. They can get a 20% return over the next couple of months. You have Apple at the top of your list. Why do you like Apple at this price of $113, and how much higher is your target?
Well, going back to how we expect higher rates of return in individual stocks, Apple has all the characteristics of a company that we look for, not only because everybody, I'm sure the entire audience understands why Apple's a great company because we all have their products, but with the iPhone 6 and the 6 Plus doing way better than what analysts think, as well as the launch of the Apple Watch. Now, my opinion is that this will be a blockbuster product, and none of the analysts have also modeled in what the earnings will be for this Apple Watch in the first quarter, probably second quarter of the year. So between the blockbuster sales of the phone as well as new products and a continued just great Christmas season for Apple, the stock is very cheap relative to the market and should trade at a market multiple, which means that with higher earnings and higher, I would say, opinion of the company, we expect the shares to also move higher.
You like Disney. Bob Iger's already got this company on fire. The stock is setting records. You still think there's more to come?
Yeah, Iger's done such a good job. I mean, management is one of the key things. Going back to Apple as well, Tim Cook, great manager. Iger, amazing manager. Disney has everything going for it, too. Even Amazon reported today that the #1 selling doll in the world is this Elsa doll from Frozen. The continued, how would I say, synergy between the movies, the products, the theme parks, all of that coming together, as well as a pretty solid network group, although ABC is struggling a little bit. ESPN is very, very solid. So we expect a great year also because of Star Wars. Star Wars is going to be huge.
Can you squeeze in about 15 seconds why you like Taser at $26?
We need accountability in policing today. This is a huge issue in this country. Taser is the #1 maker of body cameras for police. It's being adapted by everybody, including the LAPD just recently. And I think this is a must for all police forces in the United States. And Taser will benefit greatly from this.
Ross Gerber from Gerber Kawasaki. Thanks, Ross. Have a good weekend.
My pleasure. Thank you. You too.